Hello everyone, this is Hippo, one of the coaches for Luminosity Gaming. Today we will be talking about some unconventional weapons that could be fantastic fits for the current meta. It can be tiresome, using the same weapons for months on end, like the CBR, so in this video we will provide some fresh options to spice things up. Starting off the list, we have two very similar LMGs, being the Chopper and the Hades. Both of these LMGs kill faster than the Holger, while having unlimited 5-shot kill potential. While they're not quite as easy to control, or as mobile as the Holger, they still do have their own unique qualities. Just like the Holger, the Chopper has 100 rounds, which can be further boosted, and has access to the heavy handle, which improves accuracy and mobility with a clear sight picture. However, the slow sprint to fire speed can hold you back from run and gun playstyles. Here's the build for it. Now, on the other hand, the Hades handles and reloads much faster, with the ability to 3-shot in the initial range with just one headshot for a blistering fast time to kill of 162 milliseconds. Further improves the weapon with little to no downsides. This is the recommended build for it though. Now that the M16 Wildfire has been nerfed in terms of recoil, the ICR is the next in line when it comes to staying back and locking down power positions. So to 4-shot anywhere on the map with just one chest or headshot, the ICR provides unrivaled long-range dominance in a full auto package, as its incredibly low recoil, great BSA, and clean iron sights make it an easy beam at range. The close range time to kill is mediocre at best, but it can make up for this by landing a single headshot or 2 chest shots to achieve a 3-shot kill, which kills faster than many SMGs at 200 milliseconds. This is the recommended build. The AK-47 and the DRH are both great options for those with great aim, as they reward the user with a great 3-shot time to kill by landing upper body shots. The AK-47 has an incredibly low recoil and great BSA, along with the ability to have a larger mag size with a slower reload. Trade some of that recoil and bullet spread accuracy for slightly faster time to kill at 210 milliseconds, along with greater mobility. Both guns do, however, have slower fire rates compared to their meta equivalents, so missing shots will be, admittedly, more punishing. But we do recommend these builds for you to try. If you're looking for an alternative to the Krig 6, then the Peacekeeper will probably be your best bet. It beats the Krig in just about every aspect really, except long-range accuracy, as the recoil is harder to control. So it's best used for close to medium ranges with more aggressive playstyles. Here's the recommended build. Now, this is one of my favorites. The HVK-30 is probably the hardest gun to use on this list, but honestly, the most rewarding one, as it has some of the most absurd damage profiles in the game, with 5-shot kills across the map that can also even be 3 shots up close with its upper body multipliers. Headshots are incredibly rewarding at all ranges and can even 2-tap for a near instant time to kill within 23 meters by just landing 2 headshots. But this sheer lethality is limited by the low capacity of 29 rounds for its ammo size, since the large caliber is necessary to achieve this potential. This is a suggested build for the HVK-30. And if you're looking for another high damage AR but want to hang back a bit more, the newly buffed EM2 is a great option. Its ability to extend the 3-tap range up to 37 meters with the Task Force barrel gives it the best range out of all the high damage ARs with an impressive time to kill of 224 milliseconds. This paired with the great BSA and easy recoil allows you to come out on top of those longer ranged fights. The Black Ops Gunsmith further improves it with little to no drawbacks, but just like the other high damage ARs, you do need to make your shots count. This is the suggested build for the EM2. Now, enough of ARs, let's move on to some of the SMGs. The MX-9's recoil was buffed in this update, and it's now much better compared to pre-patch, and can even be used up to mid-range. With a fairly consistent close range time to kill of 210 milliseconds, rather good BSA for an SMG, and top-tier mobility with attachments, it serves as a valid alternative to the Fennec, and even the Switchblade. Just keep in mind that you only do have 35 rounds, as a large caliber ammo is necessary for consistencies. So here's the recommended build for it. Another SMG that got buffed is the QXR, which features low recoil and a respectable mag size at the cost of slower handling. Pretty much the opposite of the MX-9. There are two distinct flavors of the weapon, each with their own advantages. The base QXR's high chest multiplier gives it an effective range comparable to the CBR4 while being effective in close quarters with just a single chest shot. Now on the other hand, the enhanced bolt attachment, which I prefer, makes the QXR a bit more lethal and consistent in close quarters, but you will lose out on a mid-range potency due to the lower chest multiplier. Here's the recommended builds for the QXR. Now here's one that might cause a little bit of controversy. The KSP, great close range option in the hands of skilled players thanks to its ability to one burst rather consistently with short burst delay and great mobility thanks to the Black Ops Gunsmith. The inherently low recoil also allows it to be used at mid-range, making it almost the perfect SMG if you can handle the burst fire nature of the weapon. And here's the build for it. And finally, for the shotgun mains. Garena rank sweats, I'm looking at you guys, and this is for you. The R90 proved itself as a strong off-meta choice in last year's World Championships, and it's still not to be underestimated. By ADSing, the 2-round burst is capable of taking on enemies at ranges other shotguns can only dream of, and its quick burst fire rate means that it's no slouch in point-blank range either. However, it's more reliant on ADS than your typical shotgun, so you can't really rush headfirst into objectives and expect to survive. This is the recommended build for the R9. And that just about covers all of our recommendations. What are your favorite off-meta weapons? Did we not cover something that you actually really like? Then leave some of yours in the comments below and tell us if you found this video to be helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Going dark.